it's Todd Ault. It's the
23rd.
August 23rd. I know when it is, man. August 23rd. It's the 124th episode of Risk On. What may be the greatest show ever about risk. Hey, Jason, I know you are at home. Hold on one second here. I'm looking for updates from him. Is that Chara or a different company? I'm confused. Oh, that's not the symbol. Jason, I'm not following you on that deal. Hey, guys, it is a Monday here. I hope you had a good weekend. I did. I got, see right over here? I got this little bump. I had to go to California to get it checked out because I got my COVID vaccine on this side of my arm. And then 3 days later, I got the COVID vaccine April 19th. 3 days later, this little lump popped up on my collarbone. If you look it up, it says that's a side effect of COVID.
Yeah.
But the good news is I don't have any tumors in my lungs. All my blood work came back okay. And for a fat guy, that's a good thing. Although they did tell me I need to continue to lose weight. I didn't tell you this, Chase. I don't know if you can see because you're with me all the time, but have lost like 5% of my body weight in the last couple months.
Yeah. No, I've
a little lower. I only got to lose like another solid 125 pounds, and I'll be happy.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
It's a good
like
start.
to live, right? Randy,
Yeah.
what's up with you? How was your weekend?
Just busy, a lot of work, getting my place in order.
Did you get spaghetti as we talked about?
Yeah, I got spaghetti.
All good.
Yeah, it was all
Tell
good.
people where you like to eat spaghetti. What is wrong with me? Tell them about the place you like to eat spaghetti at.
Oh, it's Marinelli's at the M Resort.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, every place in there is good. Anthony's is good. Marinelli's is good. The Vig is good. Everything.
Anthony's is very good. Honestly,
whole
truly,
place.
honestly, and I'm a Ruth Chris guy. Anthony's is one of the best steakhouses I've ever been to. It's right inside the M Resort.
Yeah.
They're not paying me for this, although they should.
Yeah.
So, pretty thrilled about Anthony's.
Yeah.
We got a lot going on this week as we finalize the dates of the Risk On conference and who's going to be there. Believe it or not, I'm in touch with Andrea. Oh, God, I screwed up her name. Angela Johnson, the nail girl, nail shop.
No way.
Not joking. Instagram.
No way.
I'm looking
You
for.
played the video on the show the other day.
Since the conference is 3 days, I'm looking for her to do a 1 hour or 2 hour bit, like a hour and a half show for all the members that show up, all the people that show up.
I'd go.
Wouldn't that be great?
I'd go watch her.
Well, yeah, but you're going to be at the conference.
I know I'll be
It's
at the
kind of a
conference, but
requirement.
I'd go well out of my way to go watch her.
Oh, that's so nice of you. So let's talk about the market real quick today. A screamer on the NASDAQ. NASDAQ up 227.99. That was painful for us on the short side. S&P up. That's painful for us on the short side. Dow up. Painful for us. But ironically, our long positions today were much better, in much better shape. We got a decent move from some of our positions. We got Friedman after the close today.
What happened?
And we got Friedman, and I'm looking for earnings from them today as they filed an extension. So we got Friedman after the close. What were the big movers for us today? Let's check that out.
I mean, Friedman got up to
Big movers today
14.
for us. So Friedman up nicely today. BCTX up. SSNT up. AG finally making a move. AG, our gold and silver stock. I should say silver and gold because they have more silver than gold. That made a move. HUSA is up a little bit. Alzamend up a little bit. ACXP up. MKTY, I am long that stock and the preferred MKTY preferred. I'm long Square Foot. Long Robinhood was up today. Chara up a little bit. BCT, let's see, Square Foot, Game. All in all, it was a nice day. The big losers for me today: the Triple Q short down, S Triple Q short, long short. So you're got to be long the S Triple Qs to be short. That was down. NAI down. The Dow down. AMC was up, which is down for us, and Naked Brands was down a whopping, well, practically nothing for us. So Naked Brands, let's see where that is.
0.006 of a cent.
It barely moved today, right? What happened with Naked Brands today?
Literally nothing.
Yeah, Yeah, what is that? 0.00 of a cent.
Yeah, 0.0006.
Right. Exactly.
And at 55 cents, that's,
Right.
nothing.
Exactly. So that kind of that's flat after last week. Trying to think if there's any significant movers that I see other than that. It's nice to see other movers other than Alzamend. Let me look real quick on the other accounts just to make sure I'm not. Got to give full disclosure.
Full disclosure, always.
Chase, what'd you do this weekend?
I played a lot of golf. It was one of the first weekends we haven't worked a lot in a while, so played a lot of golf. 2 rounds on over the weekend. One at Sienna Golf Club, which we got to go try it. It's really great. I love it there. And another one at Rhodes Ranch on Sunday.
Canon up $1.11. We're short Netflix. That's hurting us.
Brutal.
OLB up to 360, up 29 cents. That's finally good to see it make a move back up. Nothing earth-shattering. Canon made a move. And why do we bring up Canon? Why do we leave off with that? Because of Bitcoin. Bitcoin.
Where's it at right now?
We talked about it making a move over 50,000 over the weekend. Really wish Jason was here, but it 49,169, 170. Really love to have Jason's commentary on crypto. You know what it might be? Hey, it's going up. That's it. That's the commentary. I'm Jason. It's going up. Randy, you got any Bitcoin?
No, I don't.
Don't you think you should own some?
I don't know enough yet, like you guys do, about it. So
You know you can buy fractional amounts of Bitcoin. I actually have in one account like $11,000 worth of Bitcoin that I can't remember exactly what I paid for it, but I believe initially when I paid for it was around $4,000.
Pretty nice.
So it's went up a lot and become a bigger position, right? Because I
Yeah.
invested a little.
Yep.
People don't understand, Randy. You can get like a Bitcoin. You can just you can trade fractions of Bitcoin. So you can literally put in $10 into Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Right.
But
You
I
can
mean,
put $20 into Bitcoin.
at that point, the Coinbase fee is like $4.95.
And then there's Chase, who's like, I'll put all my money in JP Morgan in the money market account, and I'm going to grow it over 35 years. Screw you, Dad.
Not all. Not all.
Screw you, Dad. I'm not taking the kind of risk you take.
100%. You took the words out of my mouth.
What?
I'm not taking the kind of risk you take. I want to risk on and I'm learning, but I'm not, I have.
So me, I
Capital
generally have all my
requirements.
money in one or two positions. So most of my money is in Alzamend, DPW, All Global, and a few other stocks.
BMR Traders says you should front me 1 million naked shares. What do you think about that?
Does he want to short them or go long? No, Satoshis. That's what they're called. Satoshis.
Oh,
Double
yeah,
Trouble
the
says they're
fraction-
called
the-
Satoshis.
The fractional shares of Bitcoin, Satoshis.
Right. Satoshis.
I wouldn't mind
My
having
mom
1
tells
million
me
naked
something about a
shares.
brokerage firm. Like she called the brokerage firm an idiot. And I'm like, Mom, they're probably going to be my sponsors soon, so I'm not about to call them an idiot.
Jeez. Long all the way to
Jeff
$3.
Bombshell can't watch the show today. Hammer Slammer, thoughts on authentic brands, S1. Could possibly see a reverse with Naked. I don't know. I don't know the deal. I have no idea what's going in there. I don't know. Not everyone. It doesn't have to be another clothing company. It could be something far greater with growth potential. It could be in some sort of technology
a
or
sector that is projected to see.
I mean, he
massive
said
growth or whatever.
a sector that's projected to see massive growth. God, what?
It was
As I
very-
get older, am I talking too fast or do I just have a lisp now?
Well, there's so many things going on. It's
Really?
just, yeah, it's too much.
Feels like I have a list now.
A lisp.
Lisp. I think that
100.
crypto, after it months of weakness, goes over 50,000, is being validated. I just think that
absolutely.
it's being validated by governments. We talked about this. It's being validated by taxation. It's being validated while you have to put right on your taxes whether you own any cryptocurrency or not.
Yep.
So seems like a big validation to me.
I mean, so what did it get down to in June? July?
It went
under,
back down to 30,000.
Yeah, under
There's
30.
a really short period of time where it was under 30.
I think it's really strong now. Joe talked about it and getting back to 50. He's right. It looks really strong. All the way back up over look at the last month, 33 up to 40, almost 50 now.
No, it passed 50 over the weekend.
Over the weekend, yeah.
Right, it was higher than that over the weekend.
Bitcoin 100,000.
That's what I'm hearing. A lot of people talking about that. Hey, so what's the news today? what's the major news you want to cover? You had Pfizer get full approval of the COVID-19 vaccine they have. And it's strange to me, why does Pfizer get approval before Moderna? I don't get it. Quite get it, right?
Maybe they came out first, right?
Yeah, did they come first?
Yeah.
Who came out first, Pfizer or
Pfizer.
Moderna?
I'm pretty sure it was Pfizer Biotech. Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
They have 200 million doses. That's why.
Oh, yeah, they have more.
So the U.S. has evacuated 37,000 people from Afghanistan as the Taliban calls the August 31st withdrawal date a red line. I saw a lot of stuff over the weekend about how Trump said, hey, 21 years we've been there, we need to get out. Everyone's blaming everyone over there. What a mess. We just handed them all of our weapons. And
Yeah.
of course, they're not going to be able to use them all because I've heard they don't know how to fly helicopters over there.
Oh, jeez.
No, that shit deteriorates really quickly. Like literally, in my short period of time having any military involvement, we were constantly having to clean things. And in that desert climate, you have no idea how quickly all that stuff gets ruined and deteriorated, right? And if they don't have the proper maintenance on them, that's why the U.S. has one of the best armies and armed forces in the world, because there's constant readiness going on, right?
Yep.
And that readiness is amazing. I'm not going to get into Afghanistan. FDA grants full approval for Pfizer BioNTech's COVID vaccine, clearing the path for more vaccine mandates. We're going to see a lot more mandates. I can tell you that.
While we're on it, have you seen this video from Australia essentially detailing the fines? Their $5,000 fine on site for violating any of their lockdown things in Australia. It's insane.
What's the video?
I'm gonna find it here. It details. It's like a press conference from one of
let's
their
see it, for sure.
officials. Give me a minute. I'll bring it up.
Deadly fire erupts in Kabul airport. Evacuation chaos continues for a second week. And Dr. Gottlieb says Delta variant fueled COVID surge in America South has peaked. It's so hard to keep track of this now. I don't know how to play what's going to happen with Delta. Did you get a vaccine, Randy? You did, didn't you?
I got mine right away. As soon as I moved here, it was available at the convention center. Gary told me, and then I got one in April, and then May 1st was my second shot. Because I had to travel as well to Indianapolis, so I wasn't being able to access the garage area unless I had these shots, and it was very important for me to do that. So I probably would have done it anyways. I mean, I'm just doing what's best for me. I don't argue with people about it. I don't try to push my point of view. It's just I'm doing what's best for me, and everybody can choose their own path, and so that's how it's going anyways, right?
Right, that's friendly.
Yeah.
I got you. I mean, it makes sense. Got to make sure you do what's best for you.
So I couldn't find the video. I think I saw it on Twitter, but state police will fine up to $5,000 for anyone breaching stay-at-home orders, or for lying to contract tracing officials, or for breaching the 2-person workout order. And she went and listed off about 17 different things that you could get fined for doing.
Patrick just said, my college just made it mandatory to have vaccines to attend in person.
Yep.
Patrick, can you share what college that is? Or would you prefer to stay anonymous in that regard?
I think UCLA did too.
Yeah, there's a few going to be doing it.
Oh, yeah. And California, I believe California just as a whole is going on mandating vaccinations now.
Interesting. I don't know how I feel about this, because I talked to Skyla about it, and here's the challenge. Yeah. Let's say you're a young person like Skyla and you're concerned about your future. Now it's been approved by the FDA, but stuff has been approved before and had side effects later. She's a young girl who, probably wants to have a baby and things like that, and later on in her life. So she's got her own concerns, and you can't just discount them. You can't just say, so it's a challenge here for sure. I saw that Biden's approval rating was lowering. I don't know if that's really true or not, because I can never tell. Whether whether it's really real or not in terms of who you believe or not believe. But according to It's Good to Be the King, pregnancy has been approved for use with the vaccine. So maybe this is a moot point
Freeze
here.
eggs. Does DPW offer? That's
Hey, can we go real quickly to my screen real quick? I thought a pretty important thing to freeze eggs. I think a pretty important thing to see today was the SEC gives Chinese companies new requirements for for IPO disclosures. They came to a kind of a standstill or a pause because the chairman Gensler basically said, "Hey, we want to come out with a little bit new regulations in terms of what they have to disclose." And so they put a little bit of a freeze on it. It's an interesting article on CNBC. If you follow Chinese stocks and the listings of them, I would definitely pay attention to this. It's one of the concerns that people have had that are listing deals and doing deals in China. But I got to tell you, they have cracked down so hard on Bitcoin and crushed so many of those miners over there and hurt so many of their own companies. I still think they've done a lot of damage. The Chinese government has done a lot of damage to people having confidence over there.
Oh yeah.
Did anybody, by the way, to switch topics a little bit, did anybody get one of the vaccines and get any kind of lump or anything on their, or a swollen lymph node? If you can, just put it in the comments. I'd love to see if anyone else got it. When I met with the nurse practitioner or the PA at Kaiser, she said she's never seen it before, but I go online, I read all about it. It seems like it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, I think with a lot of that, they just still don't know everything.
No.
There's still your data will help them, right? Because if it is in fact linked to that, then they can provide these statistics for others. But I think there's still a lot of unknown kind of with a lot of these side effects.
Absolutely. I mean, you can only develop something so fast,
right?
No matter how much
they did
money
it kind
they
of
put
at
into
record
it.
speed. So
record
to some
speed,
degree,
we're figuring it out as we go. J&J vax, and now I have a rash on my body. Malawi.
You got the J&J vaccine.
Yeah.
Why'd you choose that over the other two?
That's what was available.
You wanted one shot?
I didn't want to do two. I'll tell you that much.
So you're kind of a little bit of a baby. I can't get two shots.
I already had COVID. I got it before. I got COVID, got my butt kicked by it, and then just wanted to move on. So I got the J&J as soon as they said we could in LA, and it also put me down for a while, but that's fine. I was almost sicker from the vaccine, so.
Oh,
well.
It's good to be the king. I had lymph nodes swollen for a few days. Doctor said it was common. It's just an immune reaction. As lymph nodes get swollen, if you get the flu or a virus. Yeah.
That's true.
But mine's been swollen for 4 months.
For a little while.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
A little bit of a concern here.
Mm-hmm. When has Big Pharma ever crossed the ethical line? Oh, jeez. That's a long conversation. That is a long conversation.
Hey, we're going to have a little bit of a shortened show today, so I want to go directly to some of the questions from people. So if it's possible, if you guys have any questions in the comments, we're going to answer them today. But Randy, why don't you give us a quick update on the weekend race, which was fun. I'd love to hear about it from you.
Oh, man, it was fireworks, incredible, at this Gateway track in St. Louis. Will Power started on pole. Penske was like 3 out of the top fastest cars were Penske. Pato Award started 5th. The race was just crazy from the beginning, a lot of crashes. Of course, once again, Graham Rahal's involved in the accident, and pretty much it was his fault, and he's not taking any blame for it. He's trying to blame Ed Jones for it, saying he ran out of talent. But when in reality, Graham Rahal has run out of talent. I mean, he's a clown. Every time this happens, he's always blaming the other driver. It's just a little old and tired. But then later on in the race...
Where was the race this weekend?
Huh?
Where was the race this weekend?
Yeah, Gateway in St. Louis. It's an oval track. It's like a mile and 1.3 miles, I think, around.
Mm-hmm.
Oval. Pretty fast, And so later on in the race, Rinus VeeKay on a restart, after an earlier accident, they restarted, and Rinus VeeKay tried to dive underneath Alex Palou, who's leading the championship, and he locked his brakes and hit Dixon and Palou, took them both out.
Was this in the last 10 laps?
No, this was like probably halfway through the race. So not even halfway. And so that took them out, which helped Pato Award because Pato Award was in second and just about 20 points behind. And now with those guys out, that helped him. And he ended up finishing second. And it was a pretty good fight at the end. He couldn't catch Newgarden. Newgarden had the better car. But
Were there any crashes the last 10 laps? Did they make it through?
No, not the last 10 laps. The last 20 or 30 laps was pretty clean. But anyways, the end result is with Newgarden winning and Pato Award finishing second and Palou and Dixon going out. Now the points things, upside down now. It's Pato Award's leading the points by 10. And then I think Newgarden might be in second if Palou's not. And Newgarden moved way up. And a few weeks ago, it looks like he had no chance in the championship. So that really helped him to win that race and have these other guys have problems. So now there's 3 races to go. They got Portland, Laguna Seca up in Monterey, and then Long Beach to end the season. So it's going to be really interesting what happens. Pato Award just
When is Laguna Seca?
Huh? When?
They're not racing
The one in
Sonoma?
Monterey?
No, they stopped racing at Sonoma now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's Laguna Seca?
Laguna Seca is the week before Long Beach, so it's like the 17th or 18th, something like that.
September?
Yeah. They're 3 in a row. They're going to be 3 all back to back to end the season. This
2
is
in
going to.
California, though, right?
Yeah.
You want to go to Laguna Seca?
He's going to Long Beach.
I want to go to Long Beach. I don't know. I'll go to all of them.
Maybe I'll go.
To
I love these
to
races.
Laguna Seca?
Hey, go to my screen real quick and put on the audio if you can. Ready? Okay, watch this crash with Dixon. And what's the other guy? Alex?
Alex Palou.
Off the inside of Alexander Rossi. Ericsson around the outside, then a crash.
Palou out, VK out, Dixon in the wall. This is huge.
I was
Two of the
just-
top 3 in the championship are in the wall.
I was going nuts.
There is
Two
the
of the top
championship
3
leader
people in the
blue and white car,
championship
Alex
are
Palou.
involved in a crash.
Dude, they probably
And this
thought
is
somebody got
big
killed at my
time for
house, man. I
Pato
was like
Award in the
screaming
points,
and
who's
yelling. They
now
probably thought they were going to
only
call the
7
paramedics or
behind
something, dude.
as of we speak right now. In
I was
one
so
more
happy.
lap,
Well,
he
I
could
think
go
It
we're-
to
never
the
happens
points
to these
lead,
guys.
and-
These guys
and
never
in
have
one
bad luck.
corner,
Dixon
Pato
never has
Award
bad
almost
luck.
went
But you're a
further
fan
down
of
the
wishing
well, he
points,
didn't do
but
well
they
at the Indy
bowled.
500
No.
this year. And what about the fact that I thought you were aren't you a VK fan?
Oh.
Yeah, I like VK, so that was awesome that he took him out. I was going to tell Joe. Joe likes him. Joe's a fan of VK.
He runs the Bitcoin car, right?
He did at Indianapolis. He ran the Bitcoin car. I don't know if they'll get some more sponsorship later on with them. They should do it. They should really do it because
What do you mean the Bitcoin car?
they had a Bitcoin sponsored car at Indianapolis when we went.
Who sponsored it?
Bitcoin.com.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
believe.
Bitcoin.com.
Yeah, Joe
right.
had a shirt. Joe got a shirt and everything.
Right, he was all into it for sure.
Yeah, but I was glad VK did that. But this Palou guy, I didn't tell you last week when he got taken out or his engine blew at Indianapolis. This guy, I just can't get behind this guy. He's such a little nerd. He's like, they asked him after the race, like, oh, what's going to happen? He goes, are you worried? He goes, I don't care. We're gonna win. He goes, we got a good team. We still gonna win. I'm like, dude, shut up. I go, and now he got wiped out this race too. So I'm glad, man. I can't stand it.
We're gonna win. We're still gonna win. And
Yeah.
by the way, we're gonna win so much.
Yeah.
Every day until there's a deal announced, we're gonna buy more
More naked?
Aggie brands. Every day.
Ding ding.
We got
There,
a deal
Alex
going.
Daniels, there's your daily naked buy.
Okay, let me be clear so I can make it clear to everyone. Just that the lawyers get involved. My purchasing of Naked Brands is not an endorsement of the company, nor should you buy it without consulting your financial professional. Naked Brands is under $1. It has tremendous risk, and you should consult your financial professional. This show is for entertainment purposes. Just because I buy it doesn't mean you should buy it. And in fact, if I buy it, maybe you shouldn't buy it.
Maybe.
What do you think of that?
Maybe.
Randy, got to cover anything else? Anything exciting in the sports world or...
Well, there is one crazy thing that I don't know if you guys heard about this Trevor Bauer, this Dodgers pitcher. Did you hear about?
Oh my
What happened?
I meant to bring it up in the past, but I wasn't
What
on the
happened?
show. And
This guy.
Got video of
if
it?
Any.
Oh, no,
if
God,
Any
God.
of the. I don't really think we should talk about it.
yeah, you
that
can't
much.
say too. I mean,
Who's Trevor
He has
Bauer?
Trevor Bauer is a pitcher that came to the Dodgers, who
Yeah.
Randy can probably talk about more too. But essentially, he got accused of, and it seems like
Threesome?
no, it seems like they have some pretty serious
Randy, you probably
evidence.
guys, you guys
Domestic-
probably get along really well if you.
No,
like
no, dude, this
threesomes.
is
No,
this is
no.
really bad. This is domestic violence kind of crap, and
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
he
domestic
met some
violence.
chick from San Diego on Instagram or somewhere.
When he played for the Padres, right?
No, when he signed with the Dodgers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was in San Diego, but somehow she hooked up with him on Instagram, and they were messaging, and she said, "Hey, I like rough sex, blah blah blah. Let's get together." And he went out with her twice, I guess, and the second time he like choked her with her own hair,
I don't know.
choked her unconscious, and then when she woke up from being unconscious, he punched her in the face
Yeah.
and gave her 2 black eyes. And I can't talk about the rest like Chase is talking. I'm not going to go. It's a family show here, but like the nurse that treated her said she's never seen injuries in the genital area of a woman,
Yeah.
purple and black
Bad.
and blue, and like what this
God.
guy did. I mean, I know chicks like rough sex or dudes like rough. I mean, this is like beyond
This
the
is not a
scope of rough
consensual
sex, dude.
thing.
This is like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's got a restraining order. She had a restraining order on him, but I guess the judge now says, "Oh no, because you were reached out to him to have this encounter. There's no restraining order because you initiated all this." So it's really kind of brutal, man. It's like,
It's a pretty big thing, but he's suspended from the Dodgers, and a lot of stuff's coming out.
Oh, the
Yeah.
judge denies the restraining order against the pitcher.
yeah,
Trevor Bauer is a monster, said Lisa Helfield Mayer, the woman's lawyer, told the court, adding, but she was the one that wanted it.
right. But then she's
Supposedly-
saying,
By
I
the
didn't-
way,
supposedly
I'm
it was
not taking sides here. I
consensual,
know nothing about it.
and-
Did she
Right.
want it? Maybe he wanted it too.
Right, but
maybe,
she's saying
maybe
she
she
didn't-
didn't want to be beat up. So I'm not trying to say anything.
that's what she's
No
saying.
cancel culture here. I don't care.
She's saying like she was down for the choking or whatever, not being punched in the face and
Yeah.
punched in the where.
It seems like it got taken a little too far, and that
I don't even think if a chick told me to do that. I don't even know if I would do it. I don't think I would do it.
I feel like he might need a little some counseling.
I think so.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's safe
Dude,
to
if
say.
you read some of the stuff that came
Yeah.
out from text messages and the things
Oh,
he said,
God.
that
Yeah.
supposedly, I don't know
Must
if
be
they're true.
really important that my
but
wife is calling me right in the middle of the show.
these
Must be
text
critically important.
these
What's
text
up?
messages, Randy, I don't know if you've seen an article like detailing specific
Really?
messages from Bauer supposedly.
Yeah.
They're like he threatening
Can I
to
call you after
expose
the
her
show?
to
Can I
her
call you right
family
after the show?
members.
No, I didn't see
like,
that part.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Thanks,
Yeah, it's
sweetheart.
insane.
Thanks, bye.
Really messed up stuff.
And that
I
guy
mean,
that guy really, he just ruined his little good gig he had with the Dodgers.
Oh,
I mean,
he was killing it. He was
you know,
huge.
Yeah.
let's cover this a little bit because this was my segue. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
sure.
The problem is that players don't understand. When I was a little kid, I worshipped Rod Carew. I worshipped the guy.
Yeah.
I was a Rod Carew fan. I was a Norm Nixon fan. I was a the list could be a mile long of how many sports figures I liked. I was a gigantic Nolan Ryan fan.
Oh,
I loved Nolan Ryan.
even when he hit the bird, that was him, right?
No, that was Randy Johnson. That was the big unit.
Yep.
We should pull that up, by the way. That's the most
Okay.
amazing thing ever.
Randy Johnson hits
And
bird.
the problem is that they don't realize that it's a privilege to play. You don't, not an obligation, people, to put you
Yeah.
on the team. And when people like do this, they don't realize that they sort of violate a little bit of a sacred trust between their behavior and what people think of them in terms of little kids. And so, as an adult, I go whatever. But as a child, they do set examples, bad or good, for people that look up to them and want to be a sports hero. Or when Chase was younger, and I played a video of Chase on my Instagram of him making a big hit. Chase had fans, younger fans that were in Pop Warner that were fans of what he was doing at Modern Day, right? Or even younger fans in Pop Warner that were fans of him, what he was doing in Pop Warner. And it kind of rolls that way between sort of under 17 and so on. These people are your role models. And so, unfortunately for this guy, even though he'll say it's my private relationships, when it becomes public, it's not your private relationship anymore. And there's no way the Dodgers are going to have this guy back.
It's
Magic Johnson is
Yeah, I doubt it.
There's no way he's going to come back.
And what chick out there is going to say, "Oh yeah, I'll take some of that"? Who's going to step up next and hang out with this guy? I mean,
Well, I don't agree with you. When Richard Ramirez killed people, the Night Stalker, people don't even probably remember this.
oh, I know.
Scott
He had
Peterson
groupies in
Scott
jail.
Peterson killed his wife and his unborn baby and buried and put her in the lake or the whatever. And then he had all kinds of proposals and people in love with them and people on prison death row getting
People
they're
are crazy.
sick.
Yeah.
People
I mean,
are
he's probably
crazy.
got more offers now than ever.
I don't know,
disgusting.
dude. I don't know,
no.
man.
Hey,
I don't know. When you read about what he did to her, I don't know. A lot of chicks are gonna want to have some of that.
What?
another thing. Another kid I grew up with.
Who is it?
Kid from
Oh,
UCLA.
I see it.
Another one
Yeah.
from UCLA. Just talking about the same thing. Daily Bruin wrote an article about another young football player who got suspended for sexual battery charges.
So Skyla wants me
Endless.
to chime in on this joke,
Yeah.
and so this is Skyla's joke of the day.
Oh,
What did the fish say when he swam into the wall? Damn. I love this. It's great. It's great. It's great. You know, I'm getting a little grief about people saying that I'm buying naked for promotional purposes. I'm not actually. Why do I do it when I come off the show? When the show comes on, I do it because of a few reasons why, and that is I'm kind of telling myself every day I'm going to buy a little bit more and add to it, and so it's a way of dollar cost averaging in with
Yep.
the price, and just saying, hey, I'm not going to trade throughout the day. I'm just going to add to it every single day. I remember to do it at this time, and I'm getting the average price. And I bought some in the low 50s. I bought some in the 52s, 53s, 54s. Today 55s, and I'm okay with it. So if you don't like it, I understand.
Something you taught me.
Mike Jones, can you go into detail point about filling in the MTIX purchase order opportunity? I would like to save that, Mike, for September. We made some very clear statements. Chase, you helped us prepare them. What did we say in the deck that was publicly disclosed about September for the MTIX situation?
I believe. Well, you mean like specifically regarding
In the deck,
Avalanche?
what did we say?
In
Because
the
that's the only
deck-
comments I'm going to make.
In the deck, I believe we specifically said that we're working on the S1 filing for Avalanche,
Right.
and obviously which does business as MTX International, and getting them current so that they can file their S1 and reach the capital markets and move forward. And we've talked about this for a long time.
No, I know, but
So,
I think we said look for something in September regarding the S1. That disclosure
I'm not
doc-
sure in the deck.
I'm pretty sure we
Okay.
did. So, Mike,
didn't wanna say
I'll
too
reserve the
much.
right to update you then, by the way. Buy more Naked Brands because my DPW shares are going up. Naked Brands profit is good. Well, this whole place loves Naked Brands. What about you, Randy? You own any Naked Brands?
do not.
Do not. None of it.
It's kind of the summer doldrums right now, but the market rallied strong.
Strong today. I
But
woke up and
I told you guys for the last couple of months, I thought we would have kind of a summer doldrum type of thing that would take place.
it's August.
There wouldn't be a lot of the typical August. Usually I go on vacation during August, and we're still here, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Buying company in the sector.
Randy, you don't have anything else you want to cover, correct?
Just the only other thing was I don't know what you guys felt about this whole Aaron Rodgers deal.
What about him?
He was acting like he was going to retire. He didn't want to play for the Packers. He wanted to be
well.
traded, and then he held some hour-long press conference complaining about the whole front office and everything else. I'm thinking like,
As he should.
dude, if you don't like it, then either quit or leave it. But now he's staying with the Packers. He's forced their hand. They weren't going to get rid of him. They didn't want to get rid of him anyways, really. But he's badmouthed everybody in the front office and all this stuff, almost like trying to tell him how to do his job. There's a lot of teams that are worse off than them. I mean, everybody wants to be on a winning team, okay? But I don't like these guys that want to, like you said, Todd. It's a privilege to be in the NFL. For this guy, he's acting like he's bigger than the game. I'm going to tell the GM what to do. They need to listen to me. My nephew sent me these rage texts because he's a Packers fan, telling me he just wants to be heard. He wanted to be heard. He wants to be heard. Okay, if everybody starts doing that on every team, starts going out in the press and talking about how this is what we need to do, and I don't like the GM and this that. It's just pathetic, man. Just honor your contract, do your job. My nephew didn't like me telling him that, saying that just do your job. But isn't that true? You got a contract. You're paid to do this or that. You're not paid to run the front office. You're not paid to. If you want to run the front office, quit playing and join the front office, and then you can create your own team. But
Chase, what do you think about Aaron Rodgers' behavior?
So fully disagree with you on that one, Randy. Aaron Rodgers is continually showing, one, he's a Super Bowl champion. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league and going to go into the Hall of Fame. Absolutely. He has every single right. How do you think Tom Brady recruits people to the Buccaneers?
Here's the thing.
He has every right to go in and say to these people who have continually drafted quarterbacks while not giving him the money, not respecting him, reigning league MVP. They're not drafting wide receivers. They're not giving him any options. So absolutely, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, he tried to leave. They wouldn't let him. So he goes and voices his opinion because he should be in these conversations if he's going to be in the future with the Packers because he has been their team 100%.
Other than a sports agent, hold on a second. Other than a sports agent, and I'm sure there are other people, Chase, I know you're going to say that's not true. I don't know anybody in my lifetime who's ever known more NFL players than you. Like actually personally known them, have relationship with them. You literally are the most I'm only referring to me, my connection to the NFL. Like I knew Steve Berline.
Yeah.
I know Matt Barkley a tiny bit. I would say just a little bit. A few other modern day players.
Yeah.
But you literally have people that are in the NFL that you've known for years, that you played with for the last 10 years. It's crazy.
A kid that plays with Rodgers and the Packers, Equanimeous St. Brown. I played Xbox with him. I grew up with him. I have a picture. I believe it's him because there's the three brothers. But I have this picture of when I played against them at Yorba Linda, Pop Warner.
Oh, yeah.
Where, you know the picture where we're running all in unison and it's the two brothers. There's this great shot where we're all in stride together, but I'm running for a touchdown and they're chasing me.
No. I remember the day. I remember the day because, like, you guys, I'm not that father that ever causes any trouble. But there was one time. There was one time where they took a swing at players on our team. The player did.
Yeah, not the same Browns.
Nope. No. Another player. Okay. Let's just say I'm a rabid fan, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And
do you remember when I got kicked out?
Might have gotten kicked out of a Pop Warner game.
And suspended from being at the games.
Suspended. Couldn't come near Edison for any of the games for a while.
And there was a fine. And
Yeah.
so I used to have to, for part of the season, because I was upset about something that happened to some of the players, I had to, remember this, I had to go, and I could watch the game from the parking lot that was up above the stadium.
Yeah, literally, you could see him through
got
the
binoculars
fence.
and
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, it was great.
Hilarious. I do get what you're saying though but if somebody other than Aaron Rodgers did it, absolutely. But
here's
he
the point.
Has the gravity.
No, I understand that, Chase, and I know Brady's done it, but he's done it behind closed doors.
Because
he
they do it with
wasn't
him.
going to come out in the press and do that. He never would. He'd be in Belichick's doghouse. So I understand if you want to say something, keep it behind closed doors.
He
To
tried,
air the
though.
dirty laundry like that, dude, that is not cool, man.
For years, he's tried to have conversations, and you can go back and watch the Packers drafts for years now.
I know.
And
But-
they don't treat.
But is it going to make anything any better for him to come out in the press and do this now?
Yeah,
you got the season starting now. It's just to me, it's a distraction.
He tried to leave, and they wouldn't let him.
Yeah,
They wouldn't let him, and I don't blame him. Aaron Rodgers is, him and Brady, best, absolutely. But I get what you're saying. It is a distraction, and could it have been more mature to not have
You
that?
got to see what Rippin'
Maybe.
Dippin' Trader has said. Look what he said.
Oh gosh!
Oh my God.
Jeremy Shockey banged my girlfriend when they had training camp at UAlbany. I was crushed and wanted to sue. Jesus. I get what you're saying. I do.
Hey Todd, you're talking about these guys, Chase, and I know you know some NFL players. You're saying, I have a great story about when I was young. I think I was 7 or 8 years old, and we lived.
Weren't you once once roommates with the Water Boy?
I don't know if
who
he's
the hell
talking
about.
to
Giant Super Bowl.
you or me.
I don't know who he's talking to.
Go on, Randy.
I wasn't roommates with the Water Boy.
But you got to hear this, Todd. So when my dad worked for Pabst and we lived in Wisconsin, I think it was 1971. I was like 8 years old. My dad had one of the Packers players came to our house for dinner. Travis
wow.
Williams, his name was. He was a running back. He later on got traded to the Rams. He had all kinds of drug problems and stuff. But it was so funny. This guy was coming to our house. I was all excited. So my dad had it
Travis
where.
Williams, did he play with Wendell Tyler? Do you remember Wendell Tyler?
No, this was way before that.
It was before Wendell Tyler?
Oh, yeah, this was way before that, dude. And then he was a running back, like I said, for the Packers. So he came over to our house for dinner. So the way my dad had it, these neighbors all knew he was coming, right? And there was a crowd outside of our house. My dad's all, hold on. He's having dinner with us, and then you can get an autograph. So it was really
Jeez.
cool. It was just our family, my sister Marissa and me, and Michelle and my dad and mom and the running back, and we all had dinner. And then afterwards, my dad let everybody in like a little after party. You know, they all came and they're getting autographs and stuff. I still have the picture to this day. But how many people can say that though? That they had an NFL running back have dinner with their family.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other people that do have dinner with some of these players and stuff.
Sure.
But that was pretty cool as a little kid to have that happen. My dad knew so
imagine.
many people, IndyCar drivers, football players. He knew everybody,
so, wait,
man.
your dad works for Pabst?
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Like PBR. So that's why you drink so much PBR.
Yeah.
It's
Are
like,
you kidding me? You didn't know
so
that?
I knew he was a PBR guy. I love it. PBR is
funny.
great. Really cool PBR.
I know people make fun of it, right? Because it's
Oh, no,
it's
dude.
redneck beer, cheap beer, whatever. It's good. It's just
That's
good.
the point. It's good.
It's good.
It's cheap. It's good. When I'm on the golf course, I almost just
Yeah.
drink PBR because it's great.
Hey, as we're coming up on about 15 minutes left, 949-799-1831, 949-799-1831. Put in ROC in the text, ROC, Robert Oscar Charlie or Chase. And the reason why I ask you that, because we're going to be selecting a certain number of people off that text who follow the show, really think that Josh and the team will sort of get around the nominating committee. One
Great
second.
stock to buy. What's going on with that? Used to ride dirt bikes with Drew Brees. I don't think it's quite spelled like that. It's not Febreze. Drew Brees. I love it. And
Exactly.
Stephen Alexander. Oh yeah. That's a
What?
while back when Drew Brees played for the Chargers.
Oh, that was a short period of time.
Very
wow,
short.
you got to date yourself back there.
Yeah.
That was
a
all
little bit.
messy. It's always the Chargers that trade away like the greatest players ever. People that were on the Chargers
I
go
love
somewhere
those
else.
things though. I love when you see somebody that gets like, who was it that
You know who I saw, by the
way?
way? I saw that Daniel was the backup quarterback for the Chargers last night.
Daniel who?
Daniel, that last guy's last name is Daniel. He was drafted the same time, came in the same year
what's his
as Mark
name?
Sanchez. So Mark Sanchez is an announcer, and Daniel's still the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
And I think they said that he made $38 million as the backup quarterback.
Oh, well, you want to talk about that. That literally, Matt, what's his name? Sam Bradford. I believe he was like the number one pick or a top pick in like the 2000s.
But he was paid a ton of dough.
The
dude.
guy, you look at a statistic, I think he had made like $140 million and played
10 games.
8 to 10 full
Right.
games.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Had been injured, made a fortune.
Yeah.
Like
it gets
contract.
massive contracts.
Massive
just
contracts.
giant contracts to literally not play the game.
Talk about risk on if you're an NFL owner and you are playing that kind of money. So, Chase, listen, I wonder, one of the reasons I'm excited to have you on is because not only are you my son, but you're smart as hell. What's the situation with, walk me through real quickly, Jerry Jones paying Dax and what he paid him relative to his injury. I actually truly am confused. And I mean, to start from the beginning. So Dax gets hurt last year. But,
Brutal
But
injury.
his contract was up or it wasn't up. But so just treat me like I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't.
So I believe that going into last year, he had like 1 year left on his contract, but they were trying to negotiate it before last season, before he got injured.
Sure.
There were contract negotiations between Cowboys and Dak before he got injured.
Sure.
When he was playing really, really well, playing very consistently and deserving of that money. And as far as I know, which you can probably appreciate it, they were just very loyal to Dak and gave
But
him
it was
the-
his last year of his contract.
Yes, I believe the last year of his contract, or they might have given him like a 1 year, like his last option to get him through this past season when he got injured, and then they did the new deal with him afterwards. And I mean, I think you can respect it. They were very loyal to him, and they stuck with him through a disgusting injury.
Terrible injury, right.
And apparently, I'm seeing that he's not even fully ready for this season yet.
Right.
Seeing a lot of stuff like that, which I'm surprised. I haven't watched any of the Hard Knocks. But
I have, and it does appear that they're barely play. I don't
Yeah.
even know they're letting him do much.
He's not
They're
doing
nervous.
much, and he seems to be not ready. And
And he's
getting
not
paid.
happy about it either, by the way.
No, I mean
he wants to play.
He wants to play, but you can't do it. You can't. His injury was just disgusting, and you can't mess with that.
Right.
But you're
Alex-
talking about it. You're talking about his ankle, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
because now they're saying something's with his shoulder.
Well,
They're
yeah,
saying
he-
Aikman, Michael Irvin. Three or
Yep.
four guys are saying, "Hey, something ain't right with this guy," and they don't want to say anything.
Yeah,
the
he-
team doesn't want to say anything.
He has the injury. He's supposedly not all the way healed from his ankle lower shin injury, and he is having a shoulder issue.
The Cowboys
Wow.
have got this amazing receiver, number 88. You know this guy?
Who?
The same number as Irving, the same
Alan
number as Drew
Hearns?
Pearson. What's his name?
CeeDee Lamb. Sorry.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, he's great. He was a beast at
Is
Oklahoma.
it 88?
Yeah, he wears 88.
Wow, dude. That guy was catching some balls like crazy.
CeeDee Lamb's incredible.
Wow, he was crazy good.
Yeah.
Crazy good.
Yeah, no, he's really great.
Dude, you know who's good too? Did you see the Ram and Raider game?
I did.
Uh-huh.
I unfortunately saw that there was a team called the Raiders on the screen, and I couldn't. There's nothing I could do to get rid of that. But I
Yeah.
saw the Rams.
Hey, you were trying to tell me that you were going to be a Raiders
I was
fan.
joking for a
So,
second. Well,
I thought
said
I was on
moved to
drugs
Nevada. I
or
moved to
something.
Nevada, and so what's the risk-on moment for me? I switch all my teams and become a Raiders fan. I wear black every day. They're right up the road from my house. I literally can see. I mean,
This guy said to me that he was going to, maybe I'll be a Raiders fan. I'm like, whoa. I've known you for 21 years, however old I am, and you ingrained in my brain, like, you could have just branded it on me that I'm a Raider hater.
I did, and I also said to him, the only time I will ever like the Raiders. When do you remember when it was?
Is if I played for them.
No, if they drafted you.
Yeah.
I said if they drafted you.
Not if I played.
No, not if you played for the Raiders. I said if they
If I ever
drafted
did
you.
get drafted, and then played for the Raiders, he wouldn't be a fan. Just he's like, I
No,
like
I'd
that
probably
they
still
drafted
be a
them.
fan. Hey, I was a fan when Steve Berline played.
Yeah.
For the Raiders. I was a fan when Bo Jackson played.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson, Steve Berline's when I played quarterback at his young age, Steve Berline's brother Greg and I played against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve was a very nice guy to me. He probably doesn't even remember me. It was so long ago, but that was 100 years ago in Fullerton.
But yeah. Anyways, I'm a Dolphin fan, as you know. But this Tua guy is just throws like a girl. And you should have seen these guys. These dudes in the Raiders. Peterman. I don't know if he's their third string quarterback.
saw
Peterman's so
Peterman.
bad. Nathan Peterman.
He's good. He was good. Dude, did you watch him? Did you see him at the end of that game?
I didn't watch, but he might have done all right.
I'm saying for myself, okay? I'll take him, and I'll take that third string guy in the Rams, number 16. The black dude, he was running all over the place, throwing the ball accurately. Give me one of these third string backup guys. We got Tua. We're screwed, man. This midget can't even see over the line, dude.
Okay, really quickly, can we go to my screen? Can we go to my screen just really quick to Randy's point?
Yeah. What are you gonna show one of his horrible throws?
Just give me. There's an ad. One sec. Oh, what? Another ad?
Oh, that's okay. Let the ad run. Whatever.
All right,
Let's
so
put
this
on the
video is
audio.
Nathan Peterman throws 5 interceptions in first half of NFL start. Let's go. Let's see everything.
So when was that?
Okay, now they're showing his highlights. It's a 3-minute video. Oh, Kelvin Benjamin gets hurt. Okay. This was in 2017, I believe.
Okay, well I'm talking about now, dude. He's good.
He's not good.
I'm telling you. Would you rather have Tua or him?
Tua.
Oh,
What?
you're crazy.
Tua every time.
Have you seen him throw?
Yes.
He
I
can't
don't
even throw
care
farther
how
than 10
he throws.
yards.
That's not true.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
just because he's a lefty and you're not
He can't
used to
throw
it.
any deep balls, and there's certainly no accuracy, and there's no arc on his passes.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see what Fitzpatrick did last year? He was the leader of that team. And then they got rid of him. They traded him to Washington.
He's played on like 20 teams.
You'll
He's
see,
fine.
dude. We'll see what happens this year.
I mean,
But I'll take that guy. And that guy in the Rams was good, too. I don't know what his name is, number 16?
Nathan Peterman is trash.
No, there's no way.
Wow.
No way. I'll take him.
Okay.
I'll take that trash and
You ride with Nathan Peterman.
Throw out the other trash.
All right, so we're going to end it on a decent note here. Let's go real quickly to Friedman
decent.
Industries. That was fun.
Did they do earnings?
Friedman just came out with earnings. We are the largest shareholder of Friedman. Stock is up 51 cents in the aftermarket to, I see 14.88 last trade. Earnings.
Oh yeah, 14.
Let's look through these earnings
Straight
real
up.
quick. I was kind of hoping Jason was going to call in, but let's see here. This news just came out after hours.
Pull it up. Already.
Can you pull it up for me real quick? Because I can.
Yeah,
I see Friedman reports. Let me show you what I got here.
August 23rd.
Friedman reported earnings of $1.64 a share. That is a 1,466% increase over the loss last year, same period.
Oh,
The company
wow.
reported sales of $65.92 million. That is a 180% increase over last year's $23.52 million. Mm-hmm. And you wonder why we own it.
Net earnings of 11,300,000.
Yeah, very profitable. We are the largest shareholder. We added to it today, and earnings are out and look so far.
Strong. $1.64 a share.
$1.64 a share
Up
for
from
1 quarter.
Up from 12-cent
For
loss
1
a share.
quarter. Where does that
Wow.
value this baby at? I don't know. Where's FRD going? This is very good for one of Alt Global DPW's largest positions.
Our active 13.
Very pleased. Very pleased with those earnings. And I don't think with the infrastructure bill that steel is going to stop.
No.
So that's my thesis. I put the money to work. We own millions of dollars worth of Friedman. And we are the largest shareholder of that steel company. You know, that Todd being reckless with the money.
Reckless.
That reckless guy.
Buy naked. Reckless.
You're reckless. I'm just kidding. Whoever said that.
No,
I'm teasing you.
that guy was funny.
He was
came-
very nice.
Yeah.
I'm just totally joking around.
It was funny though.
Yeah.
He said, "I don't think a CEO firing off 25,000 shares or 50,000 shares of naked on the show is good.
Yeah.
That's bad."
Yeah, it's up. It's
It is
1488 in the aftermarket bid size.
It's up.
I don't know where it's going, but
Up. 17. What do you think it opens at tomorrow?
I have no idea. You can never predict that kind of stuff.
Jason tries to predict it. He
Yeah, well,
does.
he's smarter than me.
Yeah.
Everyone's smarter than me. Hey, tomorrow and this week we have some special guests. I'm pretty excited about the people that are going to be on the show this week. Today is a little bit lackluster, but tomorrow will be exciting. Well, it's-
Brutal for Randy and I.
No,
over
no,
here.
It's a
we're-
slap
no,
in
it's
the
just-
face.
It's
just
okay.
they see-
I'm not coming
you
back.
guys,
Don't worry
come
about it.
on.
Don't worry
They
about it.
see us all
Randy
the
and I
time.
will. Don't worry about it.
You guys, you can't be sensitive. They see us all the time.
This is my 3rd appearance. Randy may be a regular guest, on contract or whatever you want to call it, but not me, man.
They see us all the time is my point, right? And sometimes we like to have guest hosts with a different opinion. This is a show about risk. And speaking of risk, one of the reasons why Skyla is out is she's worried she may have COVID a second time. Now, I don't think she does, but she went and got tested. And this is my point here. You got to be safe out there. It's good that Pfizer got the vaccine approved. Hopefully Moderna's next. These are scary things going on here, right? Darren and I have been talking about a friend. It's more of a friend of his than mine, someone he's talked about with me for years. He was 52 years old, owned a taco place up in Santa Rosa, got COVID, 3 weeks later passed away. And this is a friend of Darren's, and this is a very serious issue, and we're seeing it firsthand. Now, obviously, the vast majority of the people are living. But I want to put it in a different context. You can't tell me anymore it's just like the flu.
No.
Because I don't recall a lot of my friends getting the flu and then any of them dying. I recall one time someone died that was, in their 80s from the flu. I remember my dentist told me his brother-in-law died from the flu. He got sick.
Yeah.
But these are rare occurrences. I can remember like the 1 or 2 times I was told this.
Very
But in this
rare.
case, I actually know people or know people of people that have actually died from it.
Oh, many. Many.
Very scary. And I know we don't all agree on this situation about mandates and things like that, but it is an incredibly scary time and affecting business a little bit, affecting business a lot. Randy,
little bit.
of all people, I thought you would have been more militant, but I'm proud that you got it and you got done, took care of yourself.
Dude, I heard some of the stories about what this does to people, and it's not the same to everybody. And dude's getting lung transplants, legs amputated. It's just, you don't know like you said, it's scary. And I don't need to be scared any more than I was. I just did what I had to do, like I said. But now with this variant, the younger people that were saying like, oh, I'm not worried about it. I heard about people in their 20s dying, 25-year-old.
Yep.
One dude was on his deathbed and he told the nurse, can I get the vaccine? Can I get the vaccine?
No.
And she goes, I'm sorry, it's too late. And he's dead like the next day. So
yeah,
it's
I
just,
saw a guy yesterday saying that he had 15-year-olds going into heart attacks. I'm like, 15 years old dying from COVID?
I mean, I was pretty nervous when I got it. I
You
got it
were
early.
pretty strong, though. You got it early.
I mean, yeah, I got it early.
But what's strange, though, that you didn't infect all of us because we were all there.
Oh, that is.
we
beyond
actually had a
me.
4th of July party for my kids who are born on the 4th of July. My Chase's
that's when you got it?
Chase's younger brother and sister. And we had a party at the house.
I was there.
Thinking everyone was fine. And then 2 days later, we found out Chase and his girlfriend at the time had COVID.
Wow.
And we thought my dad was going to have it. It
Dude,
was scary.
We shared drinks with everybody. It was crazy, and nobody got it.
Hey, guys, I appreciate today. Congratulations to the FRD management, Friedman Management, on a great quarter. I appreciate you guys watching the show today. Little bit of summer doldrums. It's going to pick up in September. We got a lot of exciting guests. Got a lot of things going on here. I'm excited.
Oh yeah,
Really, really excited.
always.
My
It's
son's
always fun
working
to
with
come to
me,
work.
which is wonderful. Came out of UCLA. Randy, I've known you for 30 years. I love working with, I feel like a Warren Buffett moment where I get to go to work with people I love and care about and that do the job. So it's a great time. Jason, I hope you're getting better, buddy. Skyla, hopefully you're back tomorrow. Nick and Brett, thanks for being here as always. Had a wonderful podcast with Jerry Willis. Wasn't that a fun time? Wasn't that great? Jerry was awesome from Fox News. It was great from Fox Business. That was I love you, Jerry. It's a great time. We'll see everybody tomorrow. It'll be a busy week. Josh will be in studio, I think, on Wednesday and Thursday. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Thank you, Randy, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Sitting in for Skyla. Next time you got to have a joke yourself, by the way. Although
Yeah,
that Trevor
sorry.
guy,
Sorry, hey.
that Trevor guy beating people up was probably your joke, right?
No, sorry to all your fans that I'm not as cute as Skyla. I apologize to
God.
everybody.
Oh god.
We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.